talking about so holla. Holiday, celebrate. So, yes, I was listening to Soul Holiday by Sounds of Blackness. I just literally came from the store. Literally just came from the store. Just got a few little things. Because today's video, we are making Salisbury steak and mashed potatoes and string beans. Yes. And some onion gravy. This video is going to be jam-packed. Got on my when I was taking off my jacket, I was thinking of what's his name, Mr. Rogers. When he came in, he was like, "It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood, a beautiful day in the neighborhood." When I came here, yes. So I thought I turned the heater on. Let me wash my hands. Even though it's a pizza perfect, I'm gonna touch it. But I'm telling you, I'm washing my hands because I just came off from the streets. I came out, came from the supermarket. So, gotta make sure you wash your hands when you come off the streets. Even though I had gloves on, but I put it, in my pocket when I got to the building. But this was the last bag. I had to get it. They were just laying there saying, "Take me, take me." This is for my husband and son. I don't eat. I haven't had store-bought bread since late 2011. After my son was born, about a few months after that, he was born in 2010. So I didn't have store-bought bread in a long time. By the time y'all see this video, he gonna be 16. So I haven't had white bread, store-bought bread in like 16 years. Nope, 15 years, because he was born. I was still eating bread then. But yeah, it's been about over 15 years. So yeah, I haven't had store-bought bread. I haven't had bread like this, sandwich bread. So since what? 2011? Yeah. So yeah, I already have the meat. I got 2 yesterday, but I'm only going to use 1, and they only £1 each, I think. They're £1 each. So yeah, I'm going to use only 1. So I'm going to use this one. Yeah, they're £1 each. Yeah, 16 ounces. So yeah, from what? Good and Lather. Good and Gather. Target. I don't care what nobody say. I'm shopping from Target. What? I am shopping from Target. Why? Because I can. Because I can. Oh, that almost fell. That would not been. Oh, this thing would have slid off. I would have been distraught. Okay. So I had to go get 2. I didn't get another one, the pina colada. This one right here is thicker. I like, even though it looks liquidy, I mean, it is really, but you know, it's like the texture. It's like a smoothie, you know? Strawberry banana. Even though I can make my own, but, and you know what they use? What I don't use in my strawberry banana smoothie is apple. I'm going to use that. I'm going to get that Martelli apple juice in the jar. I'm going to get that. And if y'all don't notice, but I have a pattern. So this is the apple juice I'm talking about. This brand. Get some of this, pour it and throw it in my smoothie. Yeah, this is the only apple juice that I drink. What's her name? From what's that movie? Barbershop. Who drank Eve? Who drank my apple juice? But yeah, a pattern with me, if y'all haven't realized, I get things in 2 or more. I get things in 2 or more. This, and just now, this, like, I got 2 gallons of milk. What else? Oh yeah. This, I get things in 2 or 4 or 6. I noticed that with me. Like, that's a pattern with me. I get 2 or 4 or 6 or something. And I got 6 potatoes. And yesterday I just bought 4 packs of unsalted butter. They in the deep freezer. Listen, y'all probably saying, who freezes they butter? Me? Because I bake too. So, I bake. So, only bakers understand that. You know, like, why we got to restore our. And it's also good too to have frozen butter if you want to make biscuits or something. But y'all don't know what I'm talking about. Y'all don't know. Is that all? 2. Not 1. 2. Give me a minute. Oh, my nose is like, whew. Clap your hands, stomp your feet. So holiday. The celebrations here with holiday cheer. Let's not forget why we're here. I would love to play some music while I'm making me a delightful meal. Yes, I woke up wanting to have a taste for this meal. And I bought 2 big bags, family size bags of this yesterday at Target. So I get things in 2s, and even though that was my first time trying it, and sometimes I get 2, you know. It was something that I bought. And I was like, let me get 2 of it. I bought 2 of it, and I never tried it before. And I said, you know what? I don't know why I do that. Why do I do that? Why do I buy 2 of something and I never tried it? Okay. Woo. Oh. Okay. This is going to be, I don't know, a long video. I don't know. I would do a live, but I'm nervous. And it's crazy how I know what I'm doing, but I know what I'm doing. Well, can I play the music? No, I get copyrighted. I know what I'm doing, but somebody watches me, it'll throw me off and it'll make me nervous. You know, like, yeah. Like, you know how to do something, and then it just throws you off because someone is watching. I'm like, okay, I know what I'm doing. Why am I getting nervous or act like I don't know what I'm doing? So, yeah. So, we doing 85 lane and 15 fat ground beef. You can use chicken, you can use turkey, you can use veal, you can use pork, you can use half and half of, two, ground beef, pork if you want. I just use well, that's actually if you're making meatloaf. But for Salisbury steak, I'm using ground beef. But if you want to use it for something, like if you want to use 2 different types of ground beef, you can. I mean, not 2 different kinds, 2 kinds of ground meats. Oh man. It took me 6 minutes. 6 minutes. 6 minutes, doggy, fresh your own. But yeah, I should use the other half, but my son may want a cheeseburger, so I'll save that for him. So, Salisbury steak. Whew, I wonder how Alfredo would taste on Salisbury steak. Alfredo sauce. I wonder how that would taste on I wonder how that would taste on Salisbury steak. Now this right here, Salisbury steak, I'm doing the patties. I can also do the meatloaf. I can also do the meatballs. But how I'm doing it, it says 2 pounds. Dang. 2 pounds. Oh man. My son may want a cheeseburger later, so I'm just gonna do 1 pound. It's okay, it's okay. And as much as I love onions, I don't eat them fast enough. As much as I love onions, you would think I can buy a 10-pound bag. I'm using, whole potatoes. You can use box potatoes. You can use whatever potatoes you want. You can use the yellow potatoes. You can use the red potatoes. I'm using this. I cut the skin off anyway. And it's crazy because I have videos where I made Salisbury steak before, and I made mashed potatoes. I've done this, so but I just feel like doing another one today because it's a new year, and some of you may not have seen my old one, but best to believe it. Sin City got me singing too while I'm singing while I'm talking. But yeah, you best to believe it. I love me some meat and potatoes. Meat and potato, what? Vegetables, I can have it with or without, but that meat and potato, oh, I should have brought another onion in here. But, yeah. Best to believe it. Yeah, I got a video on how I made Salisbury steak, and, yes, shout out to Simply Food by T.Y. Tobias Young, He taught me how to make Salisbury steak, and of course I, make it myself. I make it for me. My substitutions, no substitution exchanges or refunds. Okay, that was from my favorite Disney movie. Can you guess that? Can you guess that? What is my favorite Disney movie? Now, for those who know, like my family members, y'all know. And if y'all don't know, stop playing. I'm talking about like my sisters and my mother and my nieces, like that. I'm talking about that. I'm not talking about my cousins from my mother's side. I'm not talking about that. Or my cousins from my, I'm not talking about that. Whew. Walking up that, you know what? Walking up that hill is brutal, but I do need to exercise. I could have just put everything in here. But yeah, when was it? I came out the house, like I went in the house on Thursday, and then I came out the house that Sunday. Was it that? No, matter of fact, no. A whole week has passed, and I haven't came out the house. So that means it was like 9 days since the last time I went out. And oh my goodness, like what normally I could just walk straight up the hill, that day I had to stop twice. I was like, ooh, that's not good. That is not good. I had to stop a few times walking up that hill. And I don't normally stop when I walk up the hill. I walk straight up. Was it 2? I think it was maybe about 2 or 3 times I stopped. I said, oh my goodness. And my doctor told me I should walk 3 times a week. Like go out for a walk. So, and I can also ride the bus up the hill. But I try to just walk. I walk up the hill. Why did I cut this like this? Oh my goodness. It's okay. It's okay. It's going down. No matter. It don't matter. But yeah. I need to get me a new pot and pan set. I seen one I want to get. Was it Rachel Ray? Was it Rachel Ray? So I'm gonna let this boil, cause this is gonna take like what, 15-20 minutes to boil. And while that's boiling, I'm going to be making the Salisbury steak. So yeah. I do the string beans while the thing is in the oven. I don't need to have it going right now. And I'm only using 1 can. They was $3 for $3, $1. When you ready to do your big shopping, oh, they don't be having no sales. Like sometimes my carnation milk and condensed milk, they be like 2 for $5 or 4 for $5. And I'm like, okay. So what I need, 1 large onion. I need to get a food chopper, a vegetable chopper. I mean, is it a vegetable chopper, a vegetable cutter? One of those things. So yeah. Yep. After walking up that hill, I be like, I need to sit down. Like that first time I went out and I walked up that hill, it's like, ooh, it was like hurting right here. I was like, I'm telling you, it was like, it wasn't an asthma shortness of breath, but it's like, you like out of shape or something. So it's, listen, I'm gonna tell y'all something if y'all didn't know this. There's 3 different types of shortness of breath. 3 different types. One, you just ran up the steps, right? You just ran up, you just ran. That's one out of breath, right? The second one is asthma, shortness of breath, because you have an asthma shortness of breath. The third one is if you have an allergy reaction. That's what I noticed for me. So when I run up the stairs, or not run up the stairs, or run up the hill, not run up the hill, but you know what I mean. Or if I'm running up the stairs to catch the train, which I don't do anymore. Or I'm running to catch the bus. Well, I smell like something. Okay. So when I do run out of breath, like when I'm running and stuff, I'm running out the hill, I don't need my rescue inhaler. I don't. But I don't need it. Like when I walked up that hill, I was like, okay. So I've noticed that for me, it's different types of shortness of breath. Now maybe if you smoke cigarettes or something, that's a different type of shortness of breath. But I don't know that because I don't experience that. So yeah. I noticed that with me. I run out of breath because I'm running. I'm shortness of breath. Not run out of breath. I'm shortness of breath. Or I eat something and I have allergic reaction. Or you know what too? Is another type of shortness of breath too. Like when you're stressing and you're worrying, all of a sudden you get that's another one too. I would ask this device, but I don't know. It may say, I don't know that one. Let me actually just make sure if I don't get it from here, I get it from Google. Echo, how many types of shortness of breaths are there?
From NIH.gov. Dyspnea, commonly referred to as shortness of breath, is the subjective sensation of uncomfortable breathing comprised of various sensations of varying intensity.
I said how many? These devices, man. The thing I don't like about these devices too, you can be talking to your family members or somebody and the device will come on. I've noticed that. I was talking to my son the other day and the device said, I don't know that one. I said, what? But when I'm calling the device, it act like it don't hear me. But when I'm not saying the device name, it comes on and says something. Now I'm dicing up one onion. I should do half because this is not a full recipe. So I'm just going to probably do half. Yeah, I love onions though. I love onions. I do. They be like, you love onions, why you didn't marry it? See, that's a different type of love. You love it, you love to eat it. That's a different type of love. It's food. You can't marry food. Stop that. So I didn't use these 3 pieces here. But Dad, I didn't even realize it said 2. Oh man, I didn't even realize it said 2 pounds. I hope I get enough, but if I can't, oh, now this is the cool part about making it yourself. You can add your favorite ingredients to it. You can add your favorite seasonings. I'm going to use Creole seasoning. Usually I use all-purpose. Oh, I can still use that too. Ooh, I'm low. Ooh, I'm low. Ramona's all-purpose seasoning. Oh, I'm going to use some of this Creole seasoning. Garlic. My favorite. And this is what I'm using here. Breadcrumbs. This is my oat bread. I freeze it for when I need it. Oat bread for meatloaf, meatballs. Patty, whatever. For the love of soul holiday. Oh. Dad, why you way back there? Okay. That's weird. See? I normally don't put it there. Oh, I have a little bit left. Why did I leave this little bit in here? Why did I just leave that little bit in there? Okay, I can use this too if I want. I can use the complete. I can use Sassoon, but I'm not. I said Sassoon, yeah. Some people call it Sassoon, some people call it Saison. I'm gonna use this, but this is gonna be spicy. 1 tablespoon. So if I use this, I don't have to use the all-purpose, because that got. I'm gonna use a little bit of it because got spices in it too. Oh, 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 oh! That my throat. That my throat scratchy. Oh. I could turn this heat off now. Oh, my water got that seasoning went to. Oh man, I just realized something. I'm half in the recipe. I mean, I could still add another half of the whatchamacallit. I can do a half. I can add half of it. You know, that's probably what I would do. I would add half. You know, but yeah, I love garlic. Oh, you can put green peppers in. Now that's optional, green peppers. You don't have to use green peppers. Half of okay. I got some already diced. Ooh, these are big. I gotta get that other cutter. That vegetable cutter. Green peppers is optional. It is. Like I said, you use what you want. I think I'm just gonna put that. That's it. I don't know. Sometimes I'll be like, I wish someone could make this for me. I wish somebody could make. They call it Salisbury steak. They call it hamburger steaks. You know, but yeah. Yeah, you can use either 1.5 pounds of or whatever meat you using. That thing is powerful. Oh, I do need to add a little more meat to this because that's 2 tablespoons of seasonings. 2 tablespoons. Okay, so you can add a half a green bell peppers, or how much you like, how less you like. So. Let me put this up so it won't be none left. See, I'm making enough to, I can freeze some. I'm running it again. It's there. 3 tablespoons of garlic. Less if you want. What else I need? Have you ever find yourself asking yourself, like, you'll walk into a room, like, for example, you'd be like, what did I come in here for? Dad, Did that siren stop or it's been going this whole time? I didn't even realize that. It's been... Wow. Sometimes it's like you're deaf to it or you're blind to it. Like, you don't really realize the sound sometimes. But, I don't know. Has it keep going or did it stop and it start again? I didn't even realize that. Sometimes I don't be paying attention or realizing. Is that straight through? Like, do it really be emergency sometimes? We go shopping tomorrow anyway, so we get more ground beef tomorrow. Okay, good. So yeah. So I did another half of the other one. Say that, that'd be enough for my husband and son to have a burger, I guess. Hopefully I can make 4 out of this. Yeah. Sometimes I like to use fresh, bread, like my oat bread. But who's making a whole recipe to make? Who's making a whole thing of oat bread just to crumb up one? Not me. Let me put this stuff up. Did I put some of this in there? I don't know. Did I? Yeah, I did. If not, then oh, I need 2 of the egg whites. If I would have known that, I would have did that first. Listen. There's some people who can remember 5011 recipes. What is going on with all these sirens today? Lord have mercy. I mean, like, sometimes I think they just do that to get through the red lights. But you never know. I just pray to God that, whoever they rush into is safe. Is, be taken care of. But I don't know. Sometimes I wonder, like, are they just trying to run the red light? Is there really an emergency? I'll be like, what? This is good too. It got that husk in it. Xylem husk, something like that. And it really thickens. It thickens your stuff. I had to add another, because normally when I make my pancake batter, I have to do 1/4 cup I add, and then but since I used this egg replacer, I had to add a 1/2 cup of water to it because it's so thick. That thickener that they have inside of the egg replacer, that's good. It makes your food, But I'm using egg replacer. Y'all can use 2 whole eggs. Now, oops, it's thin now. Echo, 2 minutes. Oh, why did that scare me?
2 minutes, starting now.
Why did that scare me? They probably say, "Girl, you just scary. You just scary. Everything scares you." So I'm using aminos, coconut aminos, substitute for soy, and I'm also using my pizza spaghetti marinara sauce, but you can use barbecue sauce. I'm using my spaghetti sauce. It worked for me. And also too, you gotta be mindful that these ingredients have sodium in it. Yep. If y'all don't know, now you know. Oh, I don't have it in here. Dang, I put it back in the pantry. Dang. But I use that, the red Buttermilk egg replacer. I don't use this shit, right? Ooh. Ooh, 1 tablespoon. So I don't know about that. Yeah, I'm gonna do 1 tablespoon of yellow mustard. 1 tablespoon of yellow mustard. And it don't matter the brand. Yellow mustard. I don't want it to be too like salty. I don't want it to be salty. Echo. Dismiss timer. Okay. So let's go down the thing. Okay, I do that. Black pepper. I don't really need to add no black pepper because it's black pepper in here. So, yeah. Yeah. It says black pepper chili powder. I need to add this to my chili oil too. Yeah, instead of salt, I'm going to add this next time. Instead of using salt, I'm going to just use this. Echo. 15 minutes.
15 minutes, starting now.
But this I don't buy 2 of. I don't use it like that. The only time I use this is when I do my Salisbury steak. You know, meatballs, patties, meatloaf, and my chili oil. And when I do my sauce for my chicken and broccoli. I only use that. I don't really use this often, you know, but yeah. Let's not forget why we're here. Oh, that was the timer that went off for the. Now, look how thick it is. I don't know, I didn't show y'all, but it's thick now. It's thick. It wasn't like that 2 minutes ago. It's thick. Oh man. I know y'all probably saying, how do you do it? Let me put this. Did I use this? Oh yeah, it's right there. Oh, when that seasoning gets to the back of your throat, you be like, make you cough, choke. I know y'all probably be like, girl, I would have just went to the store and just brought it. Heat it up. I wish I can do that. Sometimes I can't, because in Salisbury steak that they sell in the store has wheat in it, and I can't have wheat. What if I could have wheat? What if the stuff that they said I was allergic, because they said it was always in my system. I was always allergic to, you know, but I was eating them. I was fine. But I started eating. But sometimes you know if you're allergic to something. Some people get shortness of breath. Some people get hives. Like, people have reactions differently. Like, they react differently. Like, some people messes with their stomach. They just send them. Like, you know, they get the runs. You know, that's another way. And sometimes they'll break out. They get shortness of breath. Some people's throat even close up. You know, but for me, I get shortness of breath. Sometimes you know. Okay. So I gotta make sure I got everything in here. Did I put the breadcrumbs in here? Yeah, I did. Okay. Okay, we got 1 onion, we got seasoning, we got garlic, we got green pepper, we got oat breadcrumbs, 2 eggs replaces. You can use 2 whole eggs. Okay. We just double checking. Okay. Now, for those who don't like to get their hands dirty, you can use a spoon. You can use a spatula. We can use gloves. I'm gonna have to get down and dirty in here. Down and dirty. Okay. We're gonna use our hands because that's what I do. Yeah. That the egg replaces the eggs is a binder. You know, keep it together. Now people be like, I ain't got time for all of this. Hey, you do what you do. I do what I do. You do what you do. Some people ain't got the patience, and I really, it took me years to get here. Like, I could be hungry, my stomach can be like, and I know I want what I want. I'm gonna come in here. My stomach just gonna have to be just chit chatting with me. You know, be like, hey, oh, this looks like it's gonna be more than 4 patties. I think one would have been good, but I only did that because I didn't want how you say it, I didn't want this. I want the seasoning to spread out. You know, I didn't want it to be too much. You know, seasoning and not enough. You know, meat. So I guess this would balance it out. You know. So y'all, I'm gonna come back in part 2 because this is 43. I didn't even see when it was 30. Wow, time be flying. But when you want what you want, you will do what you have to do to get it, even if you have to make it yourself. Yeah. And it took me patience. You know, it took me a long time, like 10 years, almost going on 11 years to get here. It's not easy. I be wanting to go in there and just throw on something, but then if I do that, you know, I'll lose I won't be able to eat this. So what you really want, if you know that's what you really want, you will do what you have to do to, you know, even if you, like I said, you have to prepare it yourself. Yeah, you can go to the store and get Salisbury steak. Yeah, you can. You have, oops, I didn't realize I had onions in there. Ooh, forgot about that. I know you don't do that. But you will do what you do. You know, yeah, it's easy to go to the store and have somebody else prepare for you. But at least you know what's in your food. When you do it yourself, you know how much you want in there. You know what's in there. You know? You ain't got to be like, Okay, I'm going to let this sit for a minute. And I'm going to come back. And when I come back, we're going to, how you say, it's 8 minutes left on the timer. I'm going to clean up the mess here so that I can start the next step. I don't know, should I do the, I got to do the Salisbury steak first. I got to cook it first. That I'm acting like I didn't do, like I'm new to this. This is not new. I'm not new to this. But, did I get this recipe from him? And I made it, like, I added my own stuff to it. Like, he said barbecue sauce, I add my piece of spaghetti marinara sauce. He said add soy, I add coconut aminos. You know, he said add breadcrumbs, I add my oat breadcrumbs. And you know what? I got gluten-free breadcrumbs from by 4C in the pantry. I be forgetting sometimes. But the oat bread adds a little sweetness to it, you know? And I like that. I like it in my meatballs, I like it in my meatloaf, and I like it in my patties. Well, I gotta add patties to it. Salisbury steak patties / meatloaf / meatballs. But yeah, y'all. This is it, y'all. This is it. I'm gonna go in there and I'm gonna go straighten up. And sometimes I don't eat all of it. Well, my husband and son usually get it more, because I don't really eat it like that. I may eat maybe. It depends. Like, I will freeze them. Like, I do got some in the freezer. And I was like, every now and then I'll make me a cup of tea. I'll heat me up one of those slices of oat bread. And I'll enjoy it. That's my snack. Tell y'all. I don't bake every day. I don't bake cookies. I don't bake, I don't need to, but I don't bake cookies every day. Even though it may seem like I may be posting every day, that's just stuff sitting in my camera roll for weeks, months, and I just post them to make space on my phone. But I don't bake cookies. I don't make cakes every day. I don't. The most I try to make cookies and cakes is probably like, it depends. Because sometimes I don't make cookies every month. I don't bake cake every month either. But if I have a taste for, some cake, I will make it. But see, the thing about it is that the only time I can eat cakes and cookies is if I make it. So I don't always keep it around, because but I'm the type of person that I won't eat it because it's here. I have to have a taste for it, My son and my husband ain't like that, but they'll eat it because, it's here. But me, I can buy something in April and it'll still be sitting there to December, the same year. Like, I can buy ice cream. I just bought 2 things of ice cream. That probably sit there until the end of this year. I have to have a taste for it. But lately, my son been wanting floats. So, the soda floats with the Doritos soda, and so my ice cream don't last no more. He be wanting Orange Julius. My ice creams don't last no more. Like, what used to last me months, just go weeks now. Because my son wants Orange Julius. My son wants, a float. I remember I had a float. I used to have it with Coca-Cola. No, Pepsi. Yeah, I don't drink dark sodas no more. Ooh, I just saw something. I'll talk about it when I get it. But I just seen something that I was saying years ago. But I was, with, what's that brand? Sierra Mist. Because they had the original lime, lemon and lime, and then they had the cranberry splash. And I was saying, ooh, they gonna come out with the grape next, and then they got discontinued. But this other brand I've been using, grape, ginger ale. Oh, actually, it's from this same brand here, House ginger ale. But they got grape with it. They came up with a grape flavor. Write that down on the list so I can remember to get it, tomorrow when we shop. But I'm gonna see y'all in part 2 of making Ramona's Salisbury steak and mashed potatoes and string beans my way. See, that's what I do when I get recipes. I make it into the way I can, Even though they be having like gluten-free recipes, you can take a regular recipe and convert it into gluten-free. What if it said, or you can make it an allergy-free version. If it says soy and you're allergic to soy, you get that coconut aminos. If it says bread crumbs, you use the breadcrumbs that you can eat. Or you can use oats. Or you can use potato flakes as a substitute for the breadcrumbs. See, it's trial and error. I learned this over the years. Like, what's good for you, what's good for me. What's good for the goose is good for the gander, or whatever you say it. But you do what's good for you. You do what works for you. And that's what I do. Like, before I even started making oat bread, I've been using the box potato flakes, mashed potato flakes. I've been using that, And then recently I just heard someone say you can use oatmeal. So, yeah. You do what works for you. And I've been doing this for over 10 years. And you learn, you see what works for you. If it don't work for you, you try something else. But don't give up. Keep it on. Like that song say, keep it on. Okay? Do what's best for you. Just because the recipes say, oh, pizza, or it says tomato sauce, and you can make your own sauce, and you're allergic to tomato sauce, you can find a substitute for tomato sauce. I use pumpkin. You do what works for you. Like if a recipe says 2 cups of all-purpose flour, I use gluten-free flour. If it says 2 eggs, I use 2 egg replacers. If it says almond milk, I'll use oat milk or whole milk. You know, you have to use what's best for you in a recipe. Just because it's, you know, you can follow a recipe, but you can make your own conversions, your own substitutions. You know, you can add, you can take out. What you want was good for you. Oh, the thing. I've been talking that whole 8 minutes. So, yeah. Is it ready yet? Is it soft enough? No, I can go a little. No, it's breaking up. Yeah, it's done. And it's going to sit with this cover on top, so that's going to cook it some more. But anywho, I'm going to end this video, and I'm going to come back with part 2. What is this? Let's see. But, I hope this recorded, because if it did, I'll be tired. I'll be like, no. I usually do a test run, too, but anywho.